No, Nate's getting on here. Trust me, he's getting on here. All right, guys, welcome to the Epic Creative Podcast. We are live from Pensacola. Sit down, Nate. Sit down, Nate. We've got a Marine here, so show some respect to our men and women. And Nate, tell us a little bit about your experience overseas and what got you into taking photos.
I've been in the Marine Corps about 6 years, 7 years, going on my 8 year, getting out here soon.
Nice.
I joined, I went on my first deployment. I had a lot of good guys with me. I had a basic camera, just basic, it was a T5 Rebel. Beginner pack, right?
Hey, good camera though, bro.
I mean,
the T5 started a lot of people off.
It did. Look, go to a Rebel.
It's a legendary camera.
Is. Yeah, so to that, but I didn't take too many photos because it was pretty bad. I had a cheap. It was an Avatar, like the Avatar.
The lens
like,
is what killed you.
It was.
Because you could put a good lens on one of those T3s or T2s or whatever.
The EFS is pretty limited.
Yeah,
I
agree.
So
I agree.
But yeah, so I got in there. My first deployment, I came home. I didn't have enough photos of my boys.
Okay.
I lost a couple of guys, and I wish I had. So I wish I had more photos of them. So on my second and third deployment, I was like, I'm taking photos.
Nice.
I'm straight up taking photos. I don't care what it is. So
you walked up to me and were like, "Hey, bro, what's going on?" Like, you just kind of walked up. It didn't. Even
saw
know what
cameras,
was
man. I just saw cameras.
And you were attracted to it.
Exactly.
So tell me about the camera you're shooting with now, and you showed me a ton of photos.
Yeah. So I got a Canon 5D Mark II.
Okay, because I'm impressed with how good your photos are, and honestly, bro, when did that camera come out? 2011.
2011, yeah.
Something like that.
But anyway, it's been around a while. Yeah.
So it's the 5D Mark II, and you've got like the Nifty 50 and whatever.
The Nifty 50 and the 75-300.
Nice.
I found a 75-300 for like, I think, $45 on Facebook Marketplace, man.
That's a steal, bro.
Yeah, so I saw that.
That guy was hurting for money.
Oh, 100%. So actually, no, it was someone who her boyfriend left her, and she's like, I'm just getting rid of a bunch of shit. So I'm like, I'm down.
We'll take it.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I took that on deployment. I got pictures from all over the world: Thailand, Guam, Okinawa, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, like all over the world.
This is a stupid question. You guys are allowed to have. I worked for the Marines for a while, but you guys are allowed to have cell phones, right?
Nah, kind of.
Kind of. Not really. So what I was getting at is it's like super beneficial, probably.
Yeah.
To have a DSLR.
Yeah, 100%, because you get more respect having a DSLR. If you show up with a T5, you're kind of like laughed at, right?
Okay.
Because
that's funny to think that like the Marines know, the other Marines know that that's a Best Buy camera.
Yeah, exactly.
They pretty much
Best
know
Buy,
it.
Walmart, yeah. So
if they recognize it, they know. Oh, I could have that.
I mean, you could pick up a T5 and it feels like an old school.
It's a piece of plastic.
It's just plastic, man.
Plastic.
Like it's terrible.
But the 5D Mark II had so much beef to it.
It's huge.
And it's thick from the screen to the sensor. It's got that thickness to it.
Yeah. So the thing with the 5D Mark II is really beneficial because it didn't have the live feed, right? So it didn't have Wi-Fi, and it didn't have, and like I had to physically plug a cable from the camera to the computer, which made it securely enough that I could transfer it onto government computers.
Nice.
I had to take it to what's called S2. They're like the security guys.
They look over it or whatever.
They look over it and they're like, all right, this is good. You can keep it, type thing, right?
Oh, nice.
There's stipulations like you don't want to take a picture of like the aircraft's number and the boat's number.
Sure.
You can't take.
Which I experienced that working for Raytheon.
Right.
There's like certain things.
Yeah. So what happened is I had the DSLR out there. I want to take pictures of my boys. Because it's really important for us to have those memories.
Yeah.
So in case one passes or something like that. So so that cruise, well, I call it a cruise, but it's a boat, right? So we went out there. My boy James, he taught me how to shoot. He taught me like the whole thirds thing, and he taught me how to shutter speed and ISO
how they all
everything.
work together.
Yeah. So he taught me a lot, and I shot. Started learning how to take good photos, started showing some people, and then my CO, my commanding officer, came up and he was like, hey man, you take good photos. We're doing a news paper for the squadron. Would you mind like throwing that in the newspaper?
It's like a newsletter, right? Goes
like a newsletter
monthly.
So the families know what's going on.
Yeah, 100%.
We don't have communication.
Yeah.
Right. So like,
which don't they normally? I mean, I know in the Army they'll have like a guy. I forget what they call it. have
public relations officer, or something
PRA
like that.
or something.
Yeah.
But they didn't have that in the Marines. Basically, like
No,
you were there, so they were like, "Hey, will you do this?"
Yeah. So my main job is load bombs, load guns, load
Serious
missiles.
shit.
Yeah. So like when I was off duty, it works 12 on, 12 off. So you work 12 hours, 12 hours off.
Okay.
So when I was my 12 hours off, I'd grab my camera and go shoot night cruise launches, loads, watch like the guys working on the engines, the aircraft, stuff like that, and then take pictures of pilots. And that was really motivating for the crew, right? Because they got their pictures taken. They felt like they were part of something bigger, right? That's why most of us join is they want to feel something bigger.
Sure.
And now they're getting their photo taken. They're getting a newsletter. They're getting stuff. A lot of them are actually in the National Archives now because I became the official photographer for the squadron. Our squadron was Harriers, Aviators.
Dude, all by accident.
All by accident, just because I had a big camera, man.
Well, that's kind of how everybody's photography journey somehow starts that way. Like nobody wakes up and is like, I'm gonna photograph for Vogue or whatever.
So
maybe they do.
It's a longer story. Shout out to my mother-in-law.
Shout out to her.
She bought.
What's her name?
Dolly Salo.
Dolly, check it out. Subscribe.
So Dolly had bought this camera from a friend of her that was a photographer.
Okay.
And it was straight manual. She's like, this is too much.
Yeah.
I want a point and shoot.
She wanted a soccer mom cam.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
that's okay. Nothing wrong with that.
So she had it. And she didn't like the DSLR because it was.
Your mother had a camera. And
yes.
And he got it from her.
Yes. So she knew I was going on the boat. And I had talked about buying a camera before. She goes, take this camera, take photos of your deployment, send it to me. And that's how I got the camera. So
and that's all she wanted.
That's all she wanted.
In return, basically.
In return, it was send me pictures of where you're at. Make sure you're safe.
Now, how'd you come across the Nifty 50? Or did you?
That came
was
with
that
it.
Accident? Oh,
that
she
was
had
that.
it?
Yeah, that came with it.
Oh wow.
Yep.
You got lucky there.
I'm looking for another one who has a cheap, right?
Yeah,
so
that's a killer camera.
It dropped.
Interject.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were probably upgrading or something.
They did. Yep.
And
I think they went to like a
Mark
70D.
Oh.
Or like what is the 70D?
They had a 7D and a 70D.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like an upgrade to me because that 5D Mark II is so good.
Yeah.
I had the Mark III. I never had the Mark IV. I have the R in there.
You have the R in there?
Yeah, bro.
After this, I have to
if you want to grab that,
I want to see that, bro.
The R is so cheap right now. You can get one for $600.
No shit.
Bro, you got to get the R. It's so good. I use it for all our YouTube stuff. Like, I've got a Red and some other cinema cameras, but I'm not going to use that for YouTube. I need something quick and easy.
Yeah.
But, dude, the R's photos.
I see your buddy's got a Sony. What is that, an X?
No, that's actually the, you see a Sony? No, that's the.
No, not him. That's Nikon.
That's
Nikon.
He
had a Sony.
Yeah, he's got the. Don't get me lying, bro. It's the A7 III.
Yeah.
It's a great camera. He does behind the scenes on like my commercial shoots. He's a good friend of mine. He puts this on. By the way, we're at the Creators Collab in Pensacola, Florida. Over here at Gary's. Shout out Nate. Just met Nate. It's a good friend now. Hopefully he'll subscribe to the channel so we can stay in touch. But yes, he has the A7 III. He also has a Blackmagic 6K Pro over there, which is a cool video camera. It doesn't take photos, but really cool video camera.
And see, that's the thing I was impressed by the 5D Mark II was it had really decent video quality.
The video's
like
great,
it's
bro.
awesome.
If you put a fast lens on that or use the Nifty 50, as long as it has a low aperture and you're not in complete darkness, I mean, you can't go dark on it. But if you're just out here and you've got a good fast lens on it, dude, I used the Mark II, that camera you have. I used it on a national TV show for 2 years.
Really?
It was called Today's Homeowner. Look it up. It's on Peacock.
Okay.
Today's Homeowner with Danny Lipford. Shout out Danny and Chelsea. There's a home improvement show on like HGTV.
Yeah.
But they end up selling.
I'm
Peacock.
a homeowner, so I've totally been watching shit like that.
Let's be honest, it's boring, but once you get old, you kind of like it.
Yeah.
But anyway, for the first 2 years I was on that show, we used the 5D Mark IIs and the.
Do you have a gimbal or something?
2470s. No, all handheld.
Nice.
All handheld.
Nice.
But the show, bro, you can go look at it on Peacock. It looks great. Now, we had really good lenses.
Yeah, what'd you have for lenses? Did you have like the...
We had the L Series 50. Yeah. So like the Nifty 50, but like the professional version.
Yep.
And then we had the 70-200, that white lens is like about that long. And we had the 85 millimeter, which is like a $3,000 lens.
So are you happy with the 85? I've seen them. I really don't. can't tell the difference in the photos.
Right.
Like,
This is what I'm gonna say, right? And I'm not saying this because this company sends me lenses, but they do. Sigma looks better and is half the price. Anything you find Canon you want, go see what Sigma's selling.
no, I've looked at Sigma.
The art lenses,
I'm broke, so
they're
I can't-
51.4 is only 500, but the counterpart Canon is like 1800.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Like and that
No,
guy was
Sigma.
telling
I've
me
been following Sigma
he's shooting
for a
all
while.
Sigma too. Like, shout out Sigma, they're so good, bro.
He's shooting Sigma on the Nikon.
Yeah, he's got the 24 millimeter 1.4 on there.
Yeah.
But Sigma was just when they came into the industry, I think they were coming to bring the price down on everybody.
Yeah.
But dude, I only use art lenses. I mean, I've got some Canon lenses, but it's because I was naive back in the day.
Yeah.
And I thought I needed to like
Get
throw
those
my
kit
money.
lenses,
Yeah,
get that name brand in
Well,
there.
I thought I needed it,
Yeah.
but if I'd have known about Sigma,
Yeah,
I probably just would have went with that.
Sigma is straight up a name brand, man. Like I can't even disagree with that. Like,
So
Sigma,
I got a question for you, Nate. I mean, we can go about lenses all day.
Yeah.
I'm actually more interested in your service because I appreciate it. First of all, I am like a huge. Well, I worked for the military for a long time and it was never in it, so I have like this like real close relationship. But also, I'm respectful in the fact that like I never served, but I was close to it. What is a photo that you can think of off the top of your head that like would almost bring tears to your eyes right now? You don't have to show it, but do you have it in your head that you took?
Yeah, man.
That means something to you that's more than a photo. I want to know what's more than a photo to you.
So it wasn't even a photo I took. It was a photo that was taken on my camera by James. James, I keep talking about James. James is my boy, right? In 2021, he did the unthinkable, right? So I ended up burying him up in Arlington National Cemetery. He's the one that taught me everything. I've actually kind of been away from cameras for the last 2 years. I haven't touched my 5D. But there's a picture of me. I was out in the South China Sea. It was our boat and like 5 other boats. And he got a picture of me with everything there, right? That's my camera. I love it. And he took that photo of me.
And he taught you, basically.
He
like,
taught
he
me.
Was kind of like your
He was my mentor.
photography mentor.
Yeah.
Bro.
And the moment I found out he took his own life, man, like that was like just, I have so many photos of him and me doing stuff, right? So like, that's the photo that means the most to me.
That's the one.
Because, well, that one and the one of us together, we had a friend. So on my first deployment, I deployed with this guy. His name was Schweitzer. He's a drill instructor. Has no voice anymore because he yells all the time.
Oh, wow.
Good boy. He went with me the first deployment, and then my third deployment, it turns out Schweitzer and James are best friends.
Oh, wow.
So James and I are like, you know this guy? Like, I know that guy. I deployed with him, man. So like we took a selfie, like just on my phone, bro. And it's one of my favorite photos. I'll show you later.
That just goes to show, like, it's not the camera, right?
It's not the camera. It's the moment, and it's the photo. And then my second favorite, really good friend. We were out in Saudi Arabia. He's sitting on top of the aircraft, just doing normal maintenance. The sun was perfect right behind him. It was a sunset. It was gorgeous red because like the desert dust just turns the sun.
I know what you're talking about.
So it turns it gorgeous colors.
It's like something you couldn't even paint unless you saw.
No, 100%. No, and the sunburst, perfect. I was in a truck. I was driving out in this truck that was holding bombs. I stopped. I'm like, wow, that's gorgeous. So I stopped. I jumped out, took a quick photo. Didn't think much of it. Came back, and that was the moment that my CO realized, like, hey, let's get this photos in the archives. And I'll show you later, man. It's gorgeous.
Yeah,
but like,
I want to check it out.
That was the next photo. But yeah, photos for military, man. Like, I'm an instructor. I teach E1s, E2s, and I emphasize get a good camera. Get a good camera. Get a real camera. T5, T6, T7 is great, right? If you're gonna start, but like, take pictures of your friends.
Yeah, well, I'm torn right now because I want to talk about cameras, but I also care about moments. So
a lot of moments, man. Yeah.
Sorry to hear about James, but
Yeah.
I am happy to hear about your relationship and just that you have those moments captured.
Yeah.
I mean, dude,
That's what matters.
You can never get that back.
No.
You couldn't decide today, oh, I wish I'd had a camera. Let me go back in time. That's just not going to happen.
Nope.
So the fact that you stumbled upon the camera, you got the camera, you got to get those moments. That's really special, bro. And going back to the camera, those cameras are so affordable now.
Yeah, no.
I
So
mean, I think
the
you get a 5D
5D
Mark II for
200 bucks. Yeah. So
maybe cheaper if you bid on it or something. You know?
yeah. So my biggest thing is I stop by. And make sure like go to the pawn shops, stuff like that. People who in like 2020 during COVID.
Oh, yeah.
People who like they get into photography and buy these cameras, and now they're not into cameras anymore. They're pawning them off or selling them off.
Sure.
Right. So like right now, it's a buyer's market, man. Like the buyer's market for cameras is awesome. Like you want to go and get like a.
Well, that's how I got the Red, right? I mean,
really?
Nikon bought Red, and so they told everybody we're discontinuing this set of cameras, and so we're not servicing them anymore either. So all the Red owners were like, I can't get my camera serviced, throw it on eBay. So I got a $30,000 camera for $2,500. But it's a video camera, so you know what I mean? Like, I can't take pictures on it, but that's what I do is video.
Yeah.
So, but like you said, dude, what I like is cameras keep evolving and getting more expensive, and their counterparts just get cheaper, and they're still as good.
Yeah. So like when the DSLRs kind of like got to their end of their, I don't want to say end of their life, right?
Well, they did.
End of their service life, right? They've been replaced, right, by those mirrorless, right? So like that mirrorless stuff, I do agree. It takes great photos. Like it is awesome. That's what James' camera was. It was mirrorless, and but we set them side by side. We took the same photo, my 2011 5D, and hit for free, and then he took a picture of his with his. I can't remember. I'm so bad. I kind of blocked that memory out.
It was probably an R, honestly.
It was an R.
Yeah.
And
I was scanning at the time.
Yeah. So he took the photo, and honestly, man, depending on like your laptop, whatever, it didn't change. Like it was the same photo. Yeah. Maybe some details, maybe there's some like wakes in the waves and
peaking, start getting in, like zooming in, like maybe. You
can see yeah. But if you're relying on Photoshop to make a good photography life, you should try to find a different job.
Yeah, for sure. No, I totally agree. I totally agree, and I try to urge like young filmmakers, young photographers, stop worrying so much about the gear.
It's the fundamentals.
More about the craft and more about like capturing meaningful moments. Because I mean, if you can do that well, people will pay you, and then you can buy whatever gear you want. Or you can just stick with what you got. Honestly, you know what I mean?
So James, his biggest thing was, don't worry, because everyone's worried about the rules of thirds, right? The whole tic-tac-toe thing.
Yeah.
You know. James is like, man, take the widest photo you can. Don't worry about lining up the thirds because there's something called crop.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fair, right? So like, he's like, get the full photo. You don't really know until you see the full photo what you want to put in the rules of third.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Do you want to put the aircraft? Do you want to put the sun? Do you want to put the boat in the background?
Well, I've always been a believer that you should learn the rules,
fundamentals.
So that you can know when to break them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's cool to know the rules, but some people get so rudimentary in the rules that it's like, no, this is how it's supposed to be. It's like, no, that was just the baseline.
No.
That like it's good to know that, but don't live and die on that hill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's literally an experience that you gotta enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Right. So like I was night crew for a little while, so I was taking some like long exposure shots.
Oh yeah, that's fun stuff.
I will say 75% of my shots.
Next?
Maybe.
Okay. Just let me know. No,
I'm glad I didn't follow him. He's got published photos.
I know, man. I had to get the Marine on first, bro.
Yeah, man.
You were saying the long exposure, the night shots.
Yeah, man. So, like, I'd say probably 90 out of 100 shots were useless.
Yeah.
Because, like, night shots, like, we do a lot of, like, infrared stuff, green light. If you're on the flight deck, you have to have green light. Because white light, you can see a candle from 3 miles away. Just a candle.
Weird.
So you don't want to put off your position because of a white light, right? So like you have to have green, blue, or red. Red is iffy, but green or blue. So like
I would have never thought of that. But I mean,
you don't want to put off your location.
Yeah, for sure.
So
who's out there?
Yeah, white light's like a no-go. You will get kicked off the flight line if you have a white light. So playing with those different colors, blue, green, red. Right, and some people have some blue, some people have red. So trying to do those long exposure shots with the stars, right? I'll tell you this right now. In the middle of like the South China Sea or in the Pacific or like even in like the Straits of Hormuz where it's pretty close to land, the stars are the brightest thing, especially if a full moon. If you have a full moon, you don't need light.
Wow.
Man, like it is like I'm
So
a ginger
bright.
and I burn, right? So like it is, I get a sunburn from the moon.
Dude, I get chills when you say South China Sea.
Yeah,
it just
right.
sounds like
Right. So
a place
like,
you're not supposed to be unless
Yeah.
you're in the military.
yeah, it's sketch. Anyway,
Yeah,
so
for sure.
it's good, whatever. Not trying to cause any international relations. Anyway,
No,
so
you're good, man.
but yeah, so we're out there. Did it break?
Did it break?
Did it break?
Somebody broke their phone. We're about to find out.
Drop the phone. Oh, what's up? Hi.
I need to let this man go. We can sit here and
No,
talk
I'm
all
not
day.
drinking my beer fast enough. I think was
Oh,
the
really?
problem.
That's what
Yeah,
it is.
I know.
Yeah. No, I get that.
That was the message. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, so man, like playing with long exposure was tricky because I didn't realize how still you have to be.
Oh yeah, tripod. Really,
man,
really got to have
And
a tripod, right?
you got to have the tripod. But like out there, tripods are no go.
Oh, you're not allowed to have
You're
them.
not having
Yeah.
because
And
it's
you're on a ship, right?
yeah,
Well, it's moving too.
it's moving.
There's
So
that.
so your subject, if you can stay still enough, your subject is clear. Background blurry.
Wow.
So you got to set your f-stop correctly,
Yeah.
but like it's hard.
Yeah.
right.
No,
So
I
like
get it. I get it.
that's what I really played with. But yeah, man, it's.
Well, dude, Nate, it was absolutely
Yeah, man.
fantastic
Yeah,
to
man.
meet you and have you on here. Make sure,
I'll subscribe.
not just because I'm trying to get you to subscribe, but I want to keep in touch.
Yeah, man.
So scan that QR code on the back of my
Yeah,
laptop,
yeah.
and that's got my email, my website. I mean, you could literally call me in 10 minutes if you wanted to.
Got it.
I'm just out there.
Yeah.
But y'all subscribe, and I'd love to have you on again
Yeah,
one day,
yeah.
even remotely, because I live in Mobile. So,
Sure.
but yeah, dude, appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, man.
Really appreciate your service too. Like
Yeah,
I
thanks,
mean
brother.
that from the bottom of my
Yeah.
heart.
I'll have to get
Because
some camera
without
tips,
people
man.
like you, bro, we can't just be chilling at this brewery. And I truly mean that.
Yeah.
But you
I
know what I'm
appreciate it.
talking about.
Yeah, man. You gotta get the other guy in here. Where'd he go?
They all dipped, man. Y'all hang out. We'll repost all this, and I'll chop it up. I'll get Nate on his own private video here. We're gonna text some people and see if we can get somebody in here. Let's see. Let me text somebody at 6:30. Guys, welcome to the Epic Creative Podcast. So we just interviewed Nate, who is a marine photographer. Random, man. The guy just walked up and was like, hey, I have a camera. You have a camera. I want to talk. And I told him, yeah, we're having a camera networking event out here today. And so that was really, really cool of Nate to sit and talk with us. Guys, I cannot tell you like how much appreciation I have for our men and women that, serve in our military. And I just saw Alex walk by. I don't know if he's ready, but he looks not ready, but I might make him do it anyway. Alex, come on, man. Come sit down. I bet that's okay. It's okay. Look, it's a laptop. It's not even a camera. We got 0 watching. The repost will get good views, but nobody's actually watching right now. We had 7 people when he was on, but they've all trickled out because Nate is so sexy and he left. But look at your hair, bro. Have a seat. I'll lead you in, bro. You sure? Okay, no worries, man. I'll be here. Nope, you're good. But I do want you guys to meet Alex because he does a lot of Circus Olay type photography, a lot of fashion, a lot of he told me what it is and I'm butchering it. That's why I need him in the seat, but we will have him in the seat later. But he is an incredible photographer shooting on some really cool Nikon cameras that I never thought could get the images he's getting. And so I'm excited to talk to him. But he's got to photograph some stuff right now, so he'll circle back. That's how it is here at the creators event. Everybody is super duper busy. And so, yeah, we're just going to catch up with everybody when they're ready. And scan that QR code, baby. Scan it up. But yeah, guys, we're going to cross over 1,000 subscribers tonight. So that's very exciting. Nate is going to get his girl, as in his wife, to subscribe and his other lady friends. So that's going to be good. Let's see who we got coming on, guys. I might have somebody from Chicago popping in just for fun. I'm going to call him right now. And we might actually have a guy who's out in the Gulf of Mexico popping in as well. We're here at the Creators Collab in Pensacola, Florida. We've got some hip hop artists. We've got some photographers. Hey, man, what's going on? You're live on the YouTube right now, bro. You're live on the YouTube right now. What are you doing? Jump on with me. I'm lonely. I just interviewed a really cool Marine who does photography. And dude, yes, just go to your email, open it up. All right. Don't worry, guys. I'm getting Jamie Foster on here. He's a freaking legend in Pascagoula. You're not going to want to miss this, guys. Of course, we just had Nate on. He is a Marine who does photography. And, man, you missed that segment. If you guys missed that, make sure you go back and watch this. Let's see. All right, so we got Jamie's about to pop on here. Jamie Foster, who is one of my business partners. We do a lot of documentaries together. We've done the Jerry St. Pay, the Barry Lyons documentary, the Corey Christie documentary. We've done 4 or 5 that have won awards for our Mississippi home and 228 Sports. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go look up our Mississippi home and 228 Sports. Jamie is just incredible. He's a webmaster, but he's also a filmmaker, producer, and closet musician even. I mean, Jamie does a lot. So Jamie's about to pop on here. I'm looking around. Maybe we can get Ro. I'm seeing Ro way back there. He's kind of walking around. Let's see if we can get Ro. Ro's walking, guys. This is the guy who puts this event on. He's done a lot of work to do this too, by the way. So I want to show mad respect to this man. He's coming up here. He's walking in with some swag. It's Ro Evans. What's going on, dude? How are you?
Man, we out here, Pensacola, Florida, man. We're making it happen here. First ever Gulf Coast Creator Collab, man. It's popping. People are trickling in, man. I'm enjoying it.
Dude, thank you so much for doing this. Like, especially the behind the scenes work, because there was a lot of like coordination, getting the venue, which is freaking gorgeous, bro. Like, I actually text my wife. I was like, I should have just brought y'all.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many kids running around. Yeah. And so we just interviewed Nate here, who is a Marine photographer. Bro, he just told us some stories that were just like heart-wrenching, bro.
Oh, man.
Like, so if you wouldn't have put this on, we'd have never heard from that guy. He's just here.
Really?
He didn't know about the event, so he's just here.
That's what it's
But,
about.
Ro, tell us about yourself, about what you do, because you do a lot of stuff.
Yes, I do.
And plug yourself, bro. This is all about you. I'm just here. I just want to know about everybody.
Well, let me put this.
You're good.
Here.
We got bracelets, guys.
Yeah, you can put on a orange one. That's for videographers.
Oh, you want me to be orange? Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
you're orange.
I like orange. I can do orange. But
yeah.
tell us about yourself, about what you do.
Yeah, man. My real name is Narina Evans. I'm from all over, but I live in Mississippi. All right, not too far from this cat. Okay, got into
literally like 4 miles.
Yeah, not too far at all. Not too far at all. But have a video agency, Top Row Studios. Helped Forrest with work, man. We've been doing it big. Now I'm trying to pretty much do what Forrest has done. Help other people try to connect with each other, because we wouldn't even have this event, if networking wasn't a factor. Everybody pitched in their own way, give insight in their own way, and we're making it happen. We have a bunch of connections that span the entire nation now, and it's about to get
You're
big.
selling yourself short. What is your favorite thing to do, videography or photography? Where you at, Jamie?
Man, I love videography. Videography is like the number one thing. Photography, I figured I'd go ahead and go into it, right? Because I ended up buying an A7 III like at the beginning of the year, and I was working with the Blackmagic for my video stuff, and I had a Sony A6400 that I still rock. But I was like, man, let me get some better pictures going on. Maybe I can sell it as an additional package anyways, as soon as the A7 III came through, I got the 24 to 70 Sigmas and the 70 to 180 Tamron. Bro, it was over, bro.
Bro, look, I'm not trying to disrespect your video because your video work is really good.
Appreciate
But
it.
when I saw your photography work, I just assumed that you were primarily a photographer.
Yeah, no,
That's probably wrong of me because I didn't do enough digging to be like, oh, he's got 12 videos or 112 videos and like just a couple of photos.
yeah,
Dude, your photos were stellar. And you
Man.
did some behind the scenes shooting for me, and I really appreciate that, by the
yeah,
way.
no problem.
And
No
the
problem.
photos were amazing.
Yeah, man.
At least the 14 I picked.
Exactly. That's how it is, man. It doesn't matter if you shot him or somebody else shot him. You're gonna pick, less than 20. So I kind of expected that, but yeah, man, definitely. It's really because the beginning of the year, just to catch up my photography skills, I just wanted to do like 80% of that this year.
Okay.
There's a whole lot more photography stuff, and just to get the composition correct, also my editing as far as photography correct.
Well, I always tell videographers, if you're not also offering photography, you're kind of leaving a lot of money on the table because, I mean, I'm not saying you should like just be going all after money, but we all have to pay our bills. And if
Right.
you can do good video, photos they come pretty natural to me anyways.
Right.
Thank you guys so much. Tell us about this event that's going on tonight, why you even started it, and kind of where you want it to go going forward. While you're doing that, I'm
Yeah.
going to send an email to somebody that I want to jump on.
Yeah, man, go
But
ahead.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, straight up. So, Gulf Coast Creator Collab. Like I said, what we want this to be is a network of people that actually can start together and finish together. One thing, and Forrest brought this up during one of our online meetings, if you want to be a creator, you have to spend a lot of time alone because you have to edit it. You have to work on your craft. You're going to be in the dungeon of your home, in your basement, or in your room for hours. And then you're going to forget that you need to talk to humans, talk to other creators. So a lot of people don't even know what that looks like to talk to other creators, not only that are inside of their niche, but externally outside of their niche. Because you, as a photographer, may find a designer that you just pair amazingly together with. You come up with the pictures, and they just like put like an awesome message on top of it because that's what they do. So I mean, you have to network outside of your niche. And a lot of us creatives, we're introverts and we just want to stay home. We're completely fine just being by ourselves, and that hinders us more than anything.
Well, you make a good point. Like when I first saw you putting this together, like just the natural urge I had from me was like, I don't know if I want to hang out with a bunch of other videographers, man.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to do my thing, they're trying to do their thing. But you bring a good point because I might be a videographer, right? But there might be a producer here that's looking for good DPs that has like all the clientele, but they need somebody to point the camera and press record.
Yep.
And then they already have an editor. So like when you say collab, it's not like me and another videographer just got to work together, which that can also happen. I'm not saying that can't happen, but it might be a case where like there's an editor here and like you're desperate for an editor,
right? That
kind of thing. And there might be one here that can help you out. So
yeah, exactly.
Really cool.
Exactly. And especially if you're going to grow as a photographer, grow as a videographer. And if you even expect yourself to grow, if you expect yourself to grow, that means you're going to get bigger gigs. You're not just going to be on a music video shoot. It's like, oh, this is my life.
Well,
but you're going to need more people.
Yeah.
You don't even have friends to even contact to help you with the project.
You guys got to get friends. Y'all need to get this thing called Facebook. It's really good.
Yeah, really good.
You can add
man.
friends on there. But no, what I was also going to say is I adopted this maybe 3 or 4 years ago, but like, competition in general, we're all competitive, right? And so when you first start your video, photo, design business, whatever it may be, the natural urge is to be like, oh, he's competition or she's competition. But what you don't realize is, and I don't know how I came to this conclusion, but I started making friends with all the videographers on the coast. And we're talking about AJ Williams.
Yeah,
we're talking about Trey, people we both know.
Right.
And when something would come up and they were either already booked or it wasn't really quite something in their lane that they were going to want to do, because I have such a good relationship with them, they would say, hey, I might be booked that day, or we don't actually really do that. But my friend Forrest is really good at that. You should hire him. And so you just don't realize that this can be a tight-knit community where we can actually help each other. Now, there's still going to be competition. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But it's going to be way more benefit than it is not.
Right. Yeah, and that's exactly how you have to look at it. You know, the same way that you try to maximize value, you know, you feel like you're losing out because it's like, oh, there's too much value in this package. And it even goes back to like how you structure your packages. If you're going to, you know, undervalue, but you don't over deliver, it's like you're never going to be contacted again. You have to give a little bit of something to show that you're even valuable. A lot of people who haven't even showed their value, not to themselves, not to the community, let alone their clients, they don't want to give an inch to like open themselves up to anybody else to receive help or give help. And it's like, yo, we need to shut that mentality completely down. Just come to these collaboration events. We're going to host them all over the coast. Just show yourself, talk to people. And, you know, it may not be a specific event, you know, in one locale, but a different one will completely open you up to like crazy possibilities. So don't hinder yourself.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm having a blast. Like,
yeah, man.
And it's so chill. It's not like
Very.
You know, any what do you call formal thing. Like, I mean, look at me, dude. I just got out of the pool and rode over here.
Right.
But that being said, I've already met a really cool photographer. Times
Alex.
2. Well, times 2 because of the Marine guy, Nate.
Yeah, Nate.
I've met 3 or 4 videographers. We've got some live performances that are going to be happening.
Yeah.
I might step away here for a minute and just put a graphic on screen, guys, just so I can go back down some more creators. But and we had like 7 viewers. We'll get more views on the restream. I don't know what it is about my YouTube.
Yeah.
People. Well, also we got the Olympic ceremony going on.
Right.
So that
yeah,
actually might be hindering us a bit. Because
Okay.
I was already kind of like looking forward to that ceremony because they're doing it on the river this year instead of in a stadium,
That's wild.
which is really wild. But dude, thank you so much for putting this on. You guys make sure to go tell them where to follow so they can know where to know about these things if they live on the Mississippi, Florida, Alabama, or New Orleans or Louisiana Gulf Coast.
All right, guys. So Gulf Coast Creator Collab on Instagram. One word, Gulf Coast Creator Collab. If you're in Florida, if you're in Alabama, if you're in Mississippi, if you're in Louisiana, we're about to have some stuff pop off in Houston. I ain't telling you about that, but it's about to go down.
About Georgia too on the phone.
Oh, man, it's a whole lot of stuff.
It's a whole lot of stuff. So
We're about to go
that
nationwide.
on Instagram.
On the Instagram, on the Facebook. What we're gonna do is called Gulf Coast Creatives. Gulf Coast Creatives.
Okay. Creatives.
Creatives.
Right. I'll throw that in the description, guys. I'll make sure there's a link.
Yeah. As soon as we open that up and people started to network, a lot of people are showing interest. And the more that we show out, you know, more people are going to show up, and it's going to be something that you need to be involved in, especially if you've never been to a networking event in your entire life and you claim to be somebody who makes money. You need to know people. This is the place to do it.
Well, dude, also talk about real quick before you go back over there, because I know you're about to.
Yep.
This is about to be popping off. I might actually take the laptop that way.
Yeah.
But that being said, you were talking about potential clients. Like you could bring clients to these kinds of things.
Yeah.
Buy some beer for them, hang out, talk, show them that you're doing stuff, that kind of thing. Talk a little bit about it.
Exactly. So if you want to be a moderator or an admin, somebody who has influence as far as like the decisions in the group, as far as venue choice, game choice, prize choice, sponsor choice, we are actively looking for people who are go-getters, who are willing to put themselves in that position, because what it is to be somebody who is a co-host for an event, that's a power play to any client, any big client that you want to attract, right? So it's as soon as you say, hey, I have an event that is hosted here in Pensacola, I want you to come. They're going to be like flattered.
Me?
And then it's like, you want me to come?
Talking to me?
And then they're going to ask, who's hosting it? And you say, you are.
I'm hosting it.
So boom, the power of influence, you automatically shot yourself up as far as being a person of status.
There's a reason they call it influencers.
Influencers. You have to know how to influence. That's what we teach. And that's what we also give out to anybody who's willing to break out of their shell, man.
Well, dude, you are a mastermind, Ro, and I pray to God that we're still friends when you hit it big. Because I just want to
You come in with.
No, I just want to make documentaries. Just give me about 50 grand every quarter, to go make some cool documentary. We'll turn it over. We'll make about $500,000.
And
you'll be like, okay, here's another 50.
There you go, just under the table.
Well, cool, guys. I'm gonna throw a graphic on screen. I'm gonna go find some other creators, and we will be right back. So do not leave. Do not leave.
Oh my God, let's go.
So
Yeah, this place is nice.
Oh yeah, it's real nice. Podcast. Forrest is doing a podcast right now. You're a good person to probably talk to on here. So I don't want y'all. Anybody who's with music. More is for anybody who does video, that is for anybody that does photography. And three is for any entrepreneur/influencer. Big time organized.
Yeah, color coded.
You know, if anybody doing like
What you say? All right, so you know me. Luckily, I ain't drinking already. So yellow is for the artists.
Yeah.
Red's media.
It's on the back. It's on the back of the laptop. What's up, man? You ready?
All day.
Have a seat, man.
All day, baby. All day.
What's going on for us?
Greg B, man.
Greg B. We got Greg B live here on the Epic Creative Podcast. Sorry, I was playing soccer with
Man,
these
hey,
kids.
it's all good, baby.
Whew, I'm winded, so you're going to have to talk.
All right, hey, man.
Greg B, tell us who you are, what you do.
All right, I'm one of the hottest promoters, producers, activists, nonprofit. I do everything, man. I do educate, I do everything. But right now, I'm in this position I'm in right now. I'm CEO of Greg B Productions. I brought one of the most talented brothers that I've ever seen on the Gulf Coast. He goes by his name of Big Magic. So tonight, we're going to make his debut in Florida tonight. I'm guaranteed we're going to shut it down. Guaranteed.
You're based here in Pensacola?
No, I'm in Houston right now.
Houston, okay.
Yeah, but I'm traveling.
Oh, no,
but,
you were in Magic?
Yeah, I'm with Magic,
Oh,
baby.
Magic's the main man. My
Magic's the
bad.
man. I'm
My
his
bad.
man.
I didn't realize. No disrespect.
Oh, no doubt, man, baby. Hey, it's all love. Like I said, Greg B, I'm his manager. We about to make some hot connections just on the road down here. Coming at you first, Chicago just gave a shout out. We're looking at a project in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? So making some big moves, but it's all about the people rocking that stage, giving you what you want.
Hey, well, do me a favor.
Talk to me.
Can you sit where I'm at?
Yeah.
And Magic come sit where he's at.
All right, let's make it happen. Let's switch it up, man.
Out for a second. Okay. And you guys just talk about what's coming up. What y'all got going on.
All right.
Make sure you're both in frame. I think y'all be all right.
Yeah, I think we're doing that.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Good.
I'll be right
Cameras
back.
right there.
Yes, what's up? Well, I'll tell you what. Let me do the official introduction. This is my man, Big Magic. You see that? Operating off the Gulf Coast right now. I'm saying
Yes, sir.
home base, Long Beach, Biloxi, all that. That's all the same
Gulf
area.
Coast.
Gulf Coast, baby. And I'm coming at you all the way from Houston, but you know, hometown, Mississippi, New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? So we're doing some major things. Like I said, we just got off the phone with a producer in Chicago. We just got off the phone with some connects. ATL. We ain't gonna name drop some of these other cats, but we will, man. But it is
Big
what it
names.
is. Big names. Biggest of the big. It don't get no bigger. Hey, don't get no bigger.
Hey, that's the biggest.
Hey.
That's the biggest hint you could give right there.
This is true. Hey, yeah.
It doesn't get any bigger.
And
Then
I'm
who
telling
we
you,
talking about right now?
real
It don't
talk.
get no bigger.
Real talking. Like I said, we linked up. You know how I do things. You know what I'm saying? It's all about rocking the stage, rocking the crowd, giving people a good time. I think we're going 8:30, baby. I think
8:30, 8:55, 9
Yeah,
o'clock.
yeah.
All right, y'all stick around because I'm going to pull out the real camera. We're going to hook it up, and we're going to make sure we got good sound.
Yeah.
All that.
For
So
sure.
y'all don't
We'll
want to
stream
miss
it.
this.
We'll
Y'all don't
stream
miss
it.
Don't miss it.
at home.
New music, unheard music on the way tonight in Florida. Big Magic, Florida debut
Let's go,
in
baby.
the Panhandle.
Ah,
Let's get it.
What's up, guys? I'll catch up with y'all.
All right, all right.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. That was Big Magic, bro. I've already watched about 10 of his either music videos or listened to his music. I'm a fan. I'm just gonna say that. I'm looking forward to this live performance. I've lost my phone, so we're gonna come back here in just a minute. You guys hang out. We'll be right back. You get it? I lost my phone playing soccer with you.
Your phone's over there.
Oh, no. So you got the email, but there was nothing in it? What in the world, dude? I definitely sent you a link. I'm looking at it. Oh, no, no, no. I'm on, baby. I need you. All right. Hold on, hold on, hold on. See your email one last time because I'm replying to you. That's got to work. We've had a lot of people on, but I've been playing soccer and, dude, it's been wild over here. I wish you were here. Okay. All right, let's go. How's it going? Rah. All right, guys, we are back. Welcome back to the Epic Creative Podcast. We're here at the networking event, and we're bringing to you from a remote location over in Pascagoula. I'm assuming, is that Pascagoula, Jamie?
Yeah, this is the Mississippi Sound over in Pascagoula.
So we got Jamie Foster, who is honestly one of my best friends. I call him a mentor, but he would be like, a mentor? What? But I really do mean that, bro. You are a legend in my mind. We've worked on so many great things together. You're doing things that I'm trying to do. I'm doing things that you're collaborating with me on. So yeah, it's just an honor, bro, to have you. And I really wish you were here in Pensacola because there's some unbelievable people right here at this brewery with me that I would have never met if I wasn't here. So I would encourage you to go back and watch. Dude, we had a Marine walk up and he was like, hey, I took Marine photos for the National Archives. And like,
oh, that's cool,
dude. And he didn't even know this was happening. He just walked up. But anyway, introduce yourself, Jamie, and tell us a little bit about what you do, if you got a second.
Sure, man. I'm Jamie Foster. I own a digital marketing agency. I come from the world of video and film and self-taught web designer. Kind of, I would dare say that I'm a programmer because they overcomplicate everything. But I do love them because they can do some cool shit. But no, man, I come from a world of creativity. My purpose is to create world and that that's me. On Digital Code Media, and the No Name Collective, who the co-owner is Forrest himself. And so we just collaborate together and we bring beautiful things to people.
Awesome, man. No, you hit the nail right on the head. I want to go
I got
back a
something
little
for you.
bit.
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah. Hit me
No,
with
keep talking.
something.
No,
Well, I was
keep
gonna
talking,
say
keep
I
talking.
want you to go back because I have a guy here from Full Sail that's going to be on in just a second.
Oh,
So
wow.
I thought it'd be kind of cool to talk about your experience with Full Sail, and I can't remember if you're a graduate or a dropout. I mean, it doesn't really matter.
Come here.
But yeah, if you could talk a little bit about that, and then I might have him on in a minute. So it'd be kind of cool to see, what he has to say about Full Sail, what you have to say about Full Sail.
So
and
yeah, man.
Go for it.
So I went to Full Sail. Gosh, man, what year was that? That was 2000, 2003, 2004. I went through the film program. It was before they actually had the bachelor program and whatnot. But I loved Full Sail. I mean, they taught me so much stuff in like this really compressed time period, and it was some of the best training I had. Thing is I was a little older going through Full Sail, and so like, not only buying beer for everybody because I was of age, but
That's funny.
I had a lot of kids that would come. Oh, I hate Full Sail because they wanted to go through Full Sail and come out and be Steven Spielberg. Well, it doesn't work like that. You know that the world does not work like that. So a lot of it was networking. I still talk to some people from Full Sail to this day. I still have colleagues out in the field, but the training that you receive at Full Sail is unlike anywhere else you can get.
Hey, Jamie, I don't want to lose this content. You're breaking up a little bit. It might be your movement. It was
right here.
Yeah, it was really good right there. Go for it.
Okay. So no, I would just say that Full Sail was it was great because of the knowledge that they give you, but a lot of people go with these misconceptions about they're going to go to Full Sail and come out and be successful. And like you got to do hours, but man, there's no knowledge like I got from Full Sail going there.
Yeah, no, and it sounds like the same thing. Oh, we got a performer coming on, but it sounds like the same concept is like you buy a camera. No, you're good. I'm way away from them. But you buy a camera and like you're automatically going to be a filmmaker. Like you get a red or whatever. That's just not how it works, man. It's about building relationships and meeting people and, doing your due diligence and putting in the hours. And that's how I feel about me and you. We did a documentary in like 2017, 18. I'm misquoting the time now, bro. When we did that Jerry St. Pay thing, it felt like everything exploded after that, at least for me and you. And we shot everything on a Canon EOS R with a Sigma 50 millimeter 1.4. So it's like the cheapest camera package I think you can buy. But 60,000, 60,000 views later, we did 7 more similar little films.
Well, there's one thing that you're not going to learn from a university, and they're going to try to teach you theory, but when it comes to like really good storytelling, really good tools, that's going to give you the tools to understand what you're talking about. The way that we set up shots, the way that we see a frame, the way that we see how Full Sail was really good at that. A lot of theory and comes to storytelling, which I went to university school and I never got that from university.
Yeah. Well, listen, bro, I'm going to let you go because it looks like you're on a wicked vacation on a freaking yacht or some shit. Throw me some of them.
The street from my house, man.
Yeah, right, bro. You're at the yacht club. I know where you're at. I see the drinks. You are at the yacht club. That's what I thought. Hey, I want to have you on just like a normal podcast because you're breaking up and I don't want to lose. Now, we got most of what you said. I just don't want to lose that content. So let's have you on another day. And next time we have this thing down in Pensacola, make sure you're here, bro, because there's a lot of people that could benefit from knowing you and you could benefit from knowing, and me too. I mean, this is my friend Rose's event, so I'm here for support. And dude, I've already met some incredible people, and I'm looking forward to some really cool performances. We're going to be live streaming on this channel. Big Magic's going to be performing at 8:20 to 8:40. So if you want to hop back on later and just watch it, definitely do that. This will probably end up being like a 4-hour stream, but we're doing it out here, Pensacola, man. Thanks, Jamie. And you
Yeah,
guys
man.
check out
Give me more
Digital
than,
Coast Media.
Yeah, give me
Keep
more than
going.
5 minutes heads up next time, and I will be in Pensacola with you, bro.
I know. I'm so sorry. That was terrible of me. Let's not talk about it.
I'm
All right, bro.
kidding.
Thank you. I'll see you later. All right, guys. We'll be right back. I'm gonna go track down another creator, and we'll keep this show going. All right, let's go play some soccer.
Oh, absolutely not.
Come on, bro. Let's go kick these kids.
Show them who's the real Olympic champion.
You see where his intentions are. Yeah, he's gonna go kick the shit out of some children.
I'm about to redeem myself from childhood.
Yeah, literally.
Don't y'all get the wristbands because you came in late. That's digital art.
What are the wristbands for? So if you're wearing yellow, you're
Old school, laid back, all flats and Cadillacs, backpacks, chucks, and snapbacks. He saw that with the coconut chip bag.
orange videographer.
You know that I
Red.
He's not high with
What's blue?
Is he going? Charging? Good deal.
It dies halfway here.
Yeah, you gotta have that, bro. That I'm also a musician, so pre-show buzz, you gotta get it. I feel it. Yeah, you gotta be careful.
Very.
I understand.
Zero tolerance.
Yep.
And when I told him that his rig now belonged to me, it was this sweet way to tell him that we were one. Before I could finish my thought, he hit me with what I already know. I felt that something was going on, and there's nothing I could do but smile and chuckle. Adjust my harness and secure the buckle because these daydreams just personify our ride.
I do both. Yeah.
It is breathtaking. On some pitch me, I must be dreaming type ish. On some happily ever afters do exist, and he is my bliss. The foundation to my happiness is heaven sent. It's also where the flowers from. Aroma so sweet, almost smells like perfume. That's just the me. The we on me. The you and I rich straight into my nostrils. We can twisted, angel feather and halo scented, marble and floored with a golden finish. So in sync we can complete each other's sentences. Period. He dwells in places I've never seen before. Leaves little love notes in the crevices of my core. Rib worm coated with words adorn my inside bejeweled with his love. He creates a sacred place in my center. More sacred than what I had when I entered into this world of the living. He shows me the different living pits, a pet in my breath and a stick in my movement.
Let me put this down.
It's like a movie. The window of into the someone into the living and no.
Boom, 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 boom. It's a little slow. All right, I say a little. The live stream's been going good.
He's my Friday on a Monday morning. The only person.
Copy? No?
No. So there should be a share.
The upside is and I love
I can make one real quick if that helps. No, you're good. And you just want it to your phone?
Yeah.
Okay, 10-4. So Canva has a QR code maker. Weird. Let me see if I can get it here. Let me just open up some. Yeah.
didn't have one that was just a QR code. You had to.
Yeah, do like a design, right? So I tell you what, we'll do it like this. Custom. And we'll go 15 by 1500. No, it'll look good up there. It'll be pretty much full screen. QR.
I hold you upright and definitely down. I keep you grounded. I push your mind to stay boundless. I sit between your ears and rummage your thoughts. I plant seeds to make sure that this life gives you every single thing that you want. I have to be honest. I never felt it like I walked into it freely. No gimmicks of feelings of feelings, just light of flight, and we've upgraded to soaring wings as pretty as Maxwell sings, and I'm fortunate to have you, boy. This woman's work looks amazing next to your ascension. Whenever, whatever lifetime we are in, we were still end up hand in hand, band matching band for grain of sand after grain of sand.
Damn, this girl can go. She can go, bro.
See, I've been making plans and maybe we're all over them. Voila on your magic hands to see you touch me. And I hope I can get that to you. I'm just trying to shed some
No, I mean, it's not local. No, I live in Mississippi. So I just drove over. My friend put this on, so just support, basically. Yep. But I do a weekly podcast on, like, how to make money with your camera. More or less. Yeah. So, yeah, and I got the QR code here if you guys want to follow it. Check it out. Yeah, it's fun. I love it. It's a lot of fun. I mean, the channel, I do a lot of shit. The podcast is a tiny, tiny piece of it. It's like camera reviews, mainly teaching people how to make money with cameras. So I got a lot of videos that are like titled like how to make 30 grand on one commercial. And it's no bullshit. Like every piece of it on there will tell you how to do it. Now, can you do it? It's hard. You ready? Share, airdrop, or you ain't got airdrop? How can I send it to you? I got it ready whenever you somehow we got to get it to you though.
So send it in the group.
Okay. Let's go back here. Well, I don't do a lot in Facebook. If it was YouTube, I'd be like. Now, can I find it in here? How do I go to it in here? I don't think I ever have. Golf? I'm not seeing it. What's your email? Okay, let's compose an email. Howard. 3.
My other one came up, but.
Oh, I got you. Well, you can go ahead and type it if you want. I'll just attach the document afterwards. I'm gonna switch something on this camera. I'm gonna get a few shots of old girl, maybe. We'll see. All right, here it goes. Okay, cool. So we got the email. I'm attaching the file. Bam, bam. Might take just a second. There it goes. Okay, body. We don't care. All right, sent. Sent, my friend. Sent. You're good. No worries. No worries. What do you guys do? Y'all just hanging? Oh, like graphic design, stuff like that? Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. What do you think of Canva? Y'all hate it?
I don't hate it. Look. Yeah.
Oh, it looks great.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it.
I encountered this recently. Canva is a very good tool if you don't know how to use the paint controls.
Yeah.
And I think the Canva, it's simple, it is easy and streamlined, and that's totally fine.
Yeah.
There is a level of professional delivery that you cannot get on Canva.
Sure.
And
again, if you're looking for quick, easy, perfect. Love that. Like obviously that's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
You're not trying to pay for so I'm not.
Can I throw a wrench at you?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm somebody who really knows the professional tools. Like I spent 10 years mastering Illustrator, InDesign, Photoshop, Lightroom, especially, just all of them. I can do pretty much anything in all of them. But what I do is I combine the two. So I'll use Canva for like layouts and quick stuff, like you said. And then I'll export it as an SVG and like change shit out of it in Illustrator and then bring it back into Canva and whatever. You know what I mean? Like I've utilized it like you probably should. I don't lean on it as a crutch, but I use it for a shit ton of stuff. And it's cloud based.
Corporate job. I was real shitty on the like generative AI stuff for Photoshop, and then I kind of edited out a bunch of stuff in the background and went, "Oh, this is real easy."
It's awesome, dude. I love the AI and all of it.
It's actually really convenient to get rid of all these paint cans. I haven't used very much Canva. I have corporate job. They give me Canva access and they
Yeah.
give me all the Adobe suites. And I've looked at it and thought, yeah, this is cool. I'm not going to use it for other stuff. I'm going to have to start putting stuff on Canva so other people can use it.
Yeah.
And I think that's cool. I set up templates and layouts.
Yeah.
Things that I can get to Canva. They can edit it with their own text editor and stuff like that. I think that's awesome for people that don't have full access to.
Sure. And it's super cheap too. I mean, I pay for Adobe Suite. I think it's $59 a month. And then I pay for Canva and I'm like, shit, I'm using Adobe less. Of course, I use Premiere Pro for everything. But I still do like all my After Effects. I do all like my titles and animations. And then I'll use Illustrator with After Effects. So I still use it all. So I can't get rid of it yet. But I love Canva. I really love it. I just used it for him. He needed a QR code. And it has like all these apps. So I can make like a QR code and airdrop it to him like that.
Some of the precise text editing, I think they don't have like your tracking and starting options. Like,
No, it's not good.
yeah, so like that was, I went for that today actually. I was like, or a couple days ago, I went to grab something from Canva and I was like, oh, I can't make my titles better. So I had to work it out.
Yeah.
So that kind of thing.
Yeah, if they would, and I think they will, if they'll bring those advanced options into the program, they'll obliterate Adobe. Adobe's garbage, and they're stealing your data.
I want Adobe. Adobe says we can use any of your designs for AI.
Oh, yeah. I did a whole video on that. Dude, it got like 12,000 views in 1 hour. Of course, it died after about a day. Yeah, yeah. Is that the right email?
Who said a select subject feature?
Look, I got it forwarded, so if you want to put another email, you're welcome to.
Who said I can say
My service, I'm using my iPass hotspot, and I mean, the live stream's been going pretty good. I don't know. I did have trouble getting my buddy on earlier. Yeah, there's that. That's the one that's the one I've seen you send through, so maybe that'll work. Give it a second. If it doesn't go through, you can always get somebody with an iPhone to come over here and
Yeah, I got my other ones in my car.
get it airdrop.
Being lazy, I don't want to
Oh, I feel you. No, I feel you.
I might have to do that.
Yeah, just let me know, man. We'll do it. We'll get it up there somehow, one way or another.
So were cameras your go-to thing, like when you're young?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I stole every camera any family member ever had, and just said, okay, it's mine now. But I mean, I have a lot of other interests. Like I was in 2 bands that I toured the country for years, tried to make that work, and I did. It worked, but it was like living in a van, sleeping on couches, making $400 a week. It's not really my jam anymore. I got kids and shit, so I'm like, yeah, dude, the film, like video and photography specifically, you can make so much money. It's really redonkulous, honestly. And I do a lot of graphic design for people, but I don't advertise it. You know, it's just like, hey, can you make me this flyer? I'm like, sure. Canva. You know what I'm saying?
It takes the initial part of your graphic design where you look up flyer examples.
Yeah, or look up your favorite like bands or whatever.
Yeah.
flyers. I talk about that on my YouTube too. I'm like, look, if you're using Canva for nothing else, just use it for inspiration. Type in band flyers and look at like different concepts you like cutout art or, you know, RGB or whatever it may be. And then make that happen in whatever software you're using. Doesn't really matter. Could be freaking Paint.
And the more you like do that, the more you'll have your own ideas. So like it's all good. But I mean,
No, I like it. Dude, I used to do band flyers a lot for bands. Like they would hire me to do flyers for like $150 a flyer. And some of the bands were like pretty big, like Moon Taxi and stuff like that. And I would do them by hand. And then I would Xerox them in and I would vector them in Illustrator. This is before Canva existed. And then I would do all my colors, gradient, shading, like on a Wacom tablet or whatever. But I would hand draw it first because I could never get good at drawing on that Wacom for some reason.
are you on one of the flat black ones? Because that's what I use. And that's like,
Well, I've actually been using the iPad Pro lately with the pen. But honestly, bro, I've fallen away from doing graphic design. I admire it. I love it. I used to work for Lamar. Y'all know who Lamar is? The billboard company. And that kind of ruined me on it all. It just sucked ass, man. And then he showed me some stuff. That looked awesome. That's what's up. So do you have like a Etsy or anything you sell it on? Okay, cool. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I love all the. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'll definitely follow it. We're here. This is it. This is it. People just talking, hanging out. How are you? Nice dog. Yeah, the guy in the hat, he's the one. Roe. He's putting it on. But yeah, everybody's just hanging out.
Actually, I'm in the process of trying to get something going because I have no idea what the hell I'm doing.
Hey, welcome to the club. Sign up. Get in line.
Never saw people before. The Tories were jumping in the shit. I have done parties.
Oh, wow.
And now I have a side thing where I teach people. And